Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Jerron and I am back with a brand new video. I first want to thank everyone who watched, commented, liked the Aleister Black figure review video. I was honestly stunned by the response I got. Last I checked, I believe I had around 260 views, which is far more than what I expected for that video, and I think that's the most I've had for any video I've done in a very long time, so certainly appreciate that. This video was actually a little interesting because I actually did an unboxing before I went to bed last night of some other items in my collection, but it came off so poorly between the amount of time it took me to open the boxes and just a lot of other things, and it was far longer than what I anticipated. So I wanted to do another video. So these are two more items that I purchased a couple of months ago, and it's just like with so many things, I meant to do a video and work priorities, life priorities, and things just got in the way, so I am here to do it now. So I believe these are the last two items, unboxed items that I have received, and I honestly forgot what is even in them. So without further ado, let's get into it. And I also hope you like my lovely backdrop. This is a poster, as you can see, a poster of all of the wrestlers who held the winged eagle version of the WWE Championship back in the 80s and 90s. That's one of my all-time favorite wrestling belt designs. And I actually have that replica. I actually did a video on it a couple of years ago, so you can certainly check that video out if you want to learn some more history and background on the Winged Eagle Championship. So let's see what we got. And I did do a little bit of pre-opening just to make things easier. I just took the scissors down because I promised last night it felt like I really spent a good, I felt like I spent almost 2 minutes trying to opening up a box, and I had 3. So looks like we need a little more attention to scissors on this side. And I think this should be pretty. Actually, we're probably gonna need a little more attention. And I'm doing this all with one hand, so again, I'm trying to juggling a lot here, but I believe we're gonna get this done quickly. And I do apologize if I'm off focus somewhat. Matter of fact, okay, success. When you hear a pop, that's a good thing when it comes to unboxing. And I'm trying to be strategic as well. It's not show too much of the surroundings. I think I touched on it in my Aleister Black video, but I do these videos in our study room. It's our sunroom room here at the apartment, and I'm married, so my wife is definitely big on making sure that I present our space to be as clean as possible. And just a tip for you married guys, if you're not married yet, you'll understand that, because when it comes to inviting people over, when it comes to even shooting videos and things of that nature, your wife will more than likely want to put as clean of a foot forward as possible. And if you shoot a video or do something where you show the public your location and it's not up to par, she will definitely let you know about it. So let's see what we got. All right, Hollywood Blondes. If I can get out the box. Jack's Classic Superstars, and let's. So we have the Jack's Classic Superstars Hollywood Blondes set. Of course, the Hollywood Blondes, the WCW tag team of Stone Cold Steve Austin and the late Brian Pillman. Well, let me just say Steve Austin, because at that time, of course, he was, I think, just known as Stunning Steve Austin. I love the Jack's Classic Superstars line. I've collected so many of them over the last year, and the box is a little banged up, but I got it for a good price, so I really can't complain. I'm more concerned about the figures inside. As we see, we have the Both figures come with their Hollywood Blondes, their gray vests, with the 3 stars on it. And we have the trunks, black trunks with the red stars. We have a ladder in there. Which, okay, that ladder, I was a little concerned because I was like, what significance does ladder have? Because it's like not like these two men ever wrestled in ladder matches during their time as a tag team, but I believe that goes with the whole Hollywood theme. And as we see, well, maybe not. We have a steel chair as well, which that makes sense. A steel chair for a heel tag team. The ladder, I thought it may have something to do with, the director's props they use a lot and things of that nature, since their gimmick was, based on, was 2 Hollywood, cocky guys. But I'm not sure. But it's a nice ladder. I can use it for something in some display. And as we see the side of the box, we have an up close shot of the figures. The other side, we have the gold naming, the gold lettering, Hollywood Blondes, Brian Pillman and Steve Austin. As we look at the back of the box, we see the other figures in this series, and this was an all tag team series. So we have Hollywood Blondes, you got Tio Santana and Rick Martel, which were a Strike Force tag team, and you have Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, the Midnight Express. I also have that set as well. That is one of my absolute favorite Jack sets that I may never open, but it's beautiful. So, okay. Nice. And now we're going to put that to the side, and let's hope for some better success with opening this next one. Matter of fact, I may can. Yes, this already looks. This video is going significantly better than the one I did last night. Looks like we'll be done in about possibly 2 more minutes, as opposed to 10. So, alright. Just want to take this time also. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope that you all are being safe as we continue to navigate these COVID times in our society, and especially with the holidays coming up. Certainly, please be safe and mindful as you partake of your holiday, Thanksgiving holiday festivities. And this is another Jack set. This one looks like it's certainly more secure. So we may have to cut through this tape on the bubble wrap. So let's see. And I think that should be good with it. Or maybe not. And that's one thing I will never complain about any purchase of my figures or anything I order being too well, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say insured, but I'd rather you have more wrapping on it than I need than to have too little and the figure gets damaged. So more protection, the better in my book. So I'm not going to complain about that. We'll just cut through this easily and get to I cannot even tell what this. It's a tag team set, but I can't even tell what it. Oh, okay, makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Okay. I think if I cut through this, that should do the trick. Woo. Okay. So let's move this out the way. All right, so we have Jack's Classic Superstars Limited Edition Champion Series, Fabulous Freebirds. So very nice set. I like this. The Fabulous Freebirds, the trio of Terry Gordy, Buddy Roberts, and Michael Hayes. They were huge stars back during the territory days of wrestling in the 80s. They made their biggest mark in the World Class Championship Wrestling promotion in a legendary feud against the Von Erichs. There are plenty of DVDs of there are plenty of DVDs and articles about that period in Texas, but the Von Erichs Freebirds rivalry was one of the defining wrestling feuds of the 1980s. And of course, Terry Gordy was a star in Japan with Dr. Death, Steve Williams. They combined to make a legendary tag team over there. Buddy Roberts, Terry Gordy actually passed away young. He passed away, I believe, at the age of 40 back in 2001. Buddy Roberts passed away a few years ago. I believe the results of maybe cancer, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but he passed away a few years ago. I believe he was in his 60s, perhaps 70s. And Michael Hayes is actually active in the business today. He is a producer for WWE. He's been a producer with WWE for almost the last, I believe, the last 20 years, if not longer. And as we can see once again on the side, I just love that side image, that close up of the figures, kind of like the headshot of the figures. It just looks so classy and so elegant. And this is how a Jakks box should look. This is in pristine condition. It looks brand new, as if they got it right off of the shelves. This packaging is to the extent where it makes you not even want to open it because they're so display ready. So then of course we see on, man, that's interesting, on this one. This is rare because I have a lot of these Jakks tag team sets, and usually on all of them you have the tag team gold lettering on the side, as we did in the Hollywood Blondes one. But that's unique. That's very interesting. And as we see on the back, we just have some information about them. You know, their height, their debut, weight, height, finishing maneuver. And then we see the other figures in this series. So all in all, I am highly impressed. The Jakks Classic Superstars are just such an incredible line of figures. And I actually plan on doing a video in the future just focusing specifically on them, showcasing some of the other Jakks figures in my collection, perhaps opening up a few, but probably won't open them up. Probably because opening up the figures is so time consuming. And so, but in any case, I will be, mark my words, it may be hopefully before the end of 2020, or if not, it'll be early 2021, but I will be doing a Jakks Classic Superstars video, just provide some background and history and showcase some of my favorite figures in the collection that I own. So hope you've enjoyed this. Once again, this is just a unboxing. I want to just get some content out to you all. Again, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I just want to provide a lot of good wrestling content, and also follow my Instagram at JD Collectibles. I'm just a wrestling fan who has a lot of wrestling stuff in my house, and I figure it's time I share it with the world. So hope you all be safe. Have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you again after a while.